eliminated corruption.
Yo, corruption's done after you do that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the crypto thing. Because if I'd say, all right, no more any type of illegal like money remember, you've done money laundering, embezzlement, no more. So if you end that, fam, the world is weird, bro.
Nobody knows how
the
to
world's
act.
weird, bro.
Nobody knows how to act.
Man's gonna have to show love.
Fam, no one, everyone in Nigeria, broski, if you do that, everyone in Nigeria is broke. So he's like, yo, when you're following all the rules, be careful because wealth always starts with one good thief, one good crook. So then I just started thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm following too much rules. I'm like, yo, that whole week I just started lying about stuff. Like, I think like I just started lying about everything.
Name of Fibonacci.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Sima, your boy Delux, your boy Ronto, your boy BlckkStar, and we got a special guest here. Tell the people your name.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Lil 6. You can call me 6.
Yes, sir. Let's clap it up for him. So let's start off. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, who are you?
Just a young. I'm gonna say, to be honest, my story starts out as I was playing basketball early, but I was always like hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like so my identity, it comes from like having an early love, a yearning for like Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a big part of who I am today. So
Wait, what's your favorite Jordans? Favorite
to wear or just like on some like
as a sneakerhead.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
my shit to wear and then my shit that I like respect is way different.
All right.
Let's do where?
Yeah, let's do where.
Where right now I'm on the Forest. Forest. That's the only thing they're bringing consistent heat with. Everything else is weird.
I feel like everything else fell off, but the force has just been like prevalent. Like solid.
Specific colorway for it?
I'll give you a couple. So if someone came right now and said you can have any fours you want, I'm gonna take Cause fours. I'll take.
Yeah, what would be your top 3?
This is kind of hype beast. I'm gonna take Cause fours. I'm gonna take Off Whites, and then I'm gonna take.
These are hard.
Just because I was feeling for these as a kid, I'm gonna take Black Cats. So.
Black Cats?
Black Cats.
And then honorable mention, I'll give Cool Grays.
Those are
Cool Grays, and I don't know if this is they're white, yellow, and blue. I think they're Laney's. Laney
white,
fours.
yellow, blue?
White, yellow, blue. It might be they Lane. That's
I think Laney's.
Because that was the 5 colorway and they called them the same thing.
I think I only remember like the Laney 11s, like the low ones.
They had Laney 5s, 11. They had a couple different ones.
Yeah.
I feel like
I know the military blue fours.
Yeah.
Those are clean, but some of the new fours, man. I don't know, bro.
I don't remember the look for some of these. I just heard names right now.
Wait, what year are you born?
02.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Jordan was on Wizards by then. He wasn't doing much.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else about yourself though? Like talk to the people.
So then through that, like like that was all like regardless of what I was doing as a kid, whether I was like in school, I started playing basketball when I was like in grade 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I credit that to like who I am today too. You know, taught me a lot of like principles in terms of like discipline, character aspects, like how to work with different people that you might not even know, you might not even like. You know what I'm saying? But through all of that, like I was like devoted sneakerhead, like, and I didn't really have bread at that time, so the only way I could get new sneakers was if I had to always sacrifice a pair that I had. You know what I'm saying? So I was heavy on like Facebook Marketplace. Bro, I was pulling up to Facebook Marketplace, big man. I was pulling up a 11-year-old like, yo, it's me, what's going on? Like, like, yo, what's going on? Like, it was weird.
Wait, what size are you?
11 and a half.
Okay. You're not too bad because like I'm a 13, so it was always hard to get shoes.
The size I'm at right now, there's always sizes. When you see the man that are like 9, 10 and a half. Oh, your shit's going quick. But so through that, like I was always like, that was like my drive that I learned like early, like how to like a lot of entrepreneurial skills before I even understood what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's funny what you get into as a kid. Exactly. It definitely like grows you and develops you as an adult. Like you being into the sneaker game and like going on Facebook Marketplace and learning these skills at an early age, you never think it would like get you to the point where you are right now.
Exactly. And it's crazy because you see the same shit that I was doing at that time, bro. Now that would be like they would say they will be telling kids don't do that because someone you could get. So it's like the man them were doing outlandish stuff back in the day, and it was just like regular.
But it's like normal stuff. Like you're not thinking too much of it.
And it's crazy because fam, I was like 11 years old, taking the bus from like I was getting on the 108, going to like Queens Park Station, St. Patrick Station, meeting some random people, fam. Now you actually these kids don't know how to take the transit. Fam,
They're not going outside for
broski, I was talking to my nephew, fam, and I was like basically asking the man like, yo, I had to meet him somewhere, and then he was telling me like Uber him. I'm like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like,
they have Uber money?
I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, bro, you guys don't know about waiting at cold bus stops, like, you know what I'm saying? Taking train deep in the train station, like, they don't.
Yo,
And then the bus stops working.
yeah.
Your bus stops
You have to
working.
get out at Jane and Wilson. Oh.
Yo, and always the mans that are selling you the kicks, they always have the fire, but they always got the strangest story to them. And I always ask them,
Facts.
I'm like, yo, why are you selling these? Man, like, this and that. Like, I gotta sell this to pay my rent. And I'm like, all right, yo, I'm a kid just buying sneakers. I'm like, all right, bro, here's a 180, bro.
It's a
I
sob
lied.
story just to sell you the kicks.
Yeah, I'm buying it because it was a good price too on Facebook. Like, you get some retros, real retros.
Yeah, the sneaker game was different. Now it's like with the reseller shit, it's like
They ruined it.
they ruined
Hypebeast ruined
It's
it.
crazy because like now real heat shoes it's either you won't find them or by the time you get your hands on them, it's like it doesn't even make sense to buy it.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 bands.
You see the same way the PS5s came out and there was bare resellers.
Yeah.
Like, has it ever been that bad with kicks?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I'll say now it's there, fam. Any kick that has like hype, bro, you're not even gonna see it on a shelf.
Yeah.
Black hats were like that.
Fam,
They
I remember
re-released them.
broski. I remember Sivu play in Yorkgate, fam.
They used to have
Yo,
Yo,
he
you would
said
walk-
they used to have
you would walk in there on a random day and there would just be like new buck 12s.
Yo, I miss those days. They're like early, like 2010, like 2013, 20.
And then, like,
What?
when-
I think
14.
I got True Blue 3s.
It's so funny
telling
because
you.
I'll never forget. Like they had a pair of fire red 5s that I wanted to cop so bad. I had the money for it, but I'm like, priorities. Yeah.
But if you had those right now, you know,
It's taxes.
Yeah.
To be on your entrepreneurial wave, like, did you start reading any sales books to get into it?
What if I tell you I started doing that now? So like even through music, I realized the importance of like marketing and branding. You know what I'm saying? Because like subconsciously, going through that whole process, I was trying to like build up my labels. Tired of talking, I was trying to build it up as a brand to make it reputable. So when I go places, people will be like, I wanted to go places and have the respect like as like, oh, you're a part of QCs. It's like, okay, automatically if you're a part of this, people are respecting it. It's a household name. So I was trying to like figure out schemes of how to like get it to that level. Like me and my dogs were making like chains. Two of us had like gold chains. So I'm like, okay, what else could we do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're making like websites. We're making like promo hype trailers when tracks drop. Trying to make merch, do things like that. So, but I realized it goes way farther than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really play media in a way where it's like you can't let people forget you. You gotta be, you know, what I'm
Always
saying? You
in
gotta
their
constantly
face.
remind people and don't be ashamed to like things like I used to be like embarrassed to like repost my music too much.
Yeah.
And then one time I was like, what do you like? You know what I'm saying? It didn't make
What's
sense.
stopping
There's
you?
nothing to worry about.
Yeah, like what's making you feel this way?
But then I realized a man came to me and broke it down to me one day. A man said, fam, like Fashion Nova or one of these brands is going to email you every day. They're not gonna let you forget them, and that's marketing right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like things like that just made me understand. Like,
I think when you're being a boss and you're running stuff, you can't have shame.
exactly.
Like you have to literally be in everybody's faces and remind people like, yo, you're here, you're doing this, this is you. And like if they like it or they don't like it, you really just gotta stay true to what you got going on, right? So I rate it so much.
Wait, so what is the name of your brand?
So it's tired of talking.
Tired of talking.
Yeah. It, so basically that started as a music label. When I first started making music, it was me and my 3 friends. But then like over time, a couple of them like just ran into like legal troubles, life issues. So it was like I kind of had to like carry on with music. It was hard because like we're trying to like keep everyone on the boat, but you see when people are going through like legal stuff, it's hard for them to be like as committed as you might be. Because at the time I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like we picked up with a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? And then I just kind of like kept releasing music. I stayed consistent. But then over time, I realized I didn't really like being like a forefront artist. I really just like the creative aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? It was wavy to me. It was dope to me. And I genuinely enjoy music. So I was really just having fun with it. You know when people say like, "Oh, I'm not a rapper. I'm just a guy that raps." Like, I don't want to say that, but that was kind of what it was, you know. But then over time, I kind of transitioned, and we try to transition into a more different like lane where it's like, as opposed to just music and me being a forefront artist, I took a break because I'm like, what am I really trying to do? And then in that break, it was just a lot of people hitting me up would be like, yo, fam, I'm trying to do this with my music and this and that. And I would be like basically offering like a lot of guidance and services to like my dogs just in the area, you know, like kids trying to do it. So I'm like, why don't I just do this full time? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already doing this on like a scale where like one could be charging someone for this type of stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just offer this to the ends? Let me do my due diligence and, you know what I'm saying, offer all the knowledge and resources I have. And hopefully the next generation could pick up the torch where I left off and double it. You know what I'm saying?
So are you like officially in like management or just like just playing around with
It's
that?
not management, but if someone hits me up and needs some guidance or help, I'll definitely do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why not? If I know you and I'm jacking you and your music is, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because now it's not only, so I was doing that to a point where now we're offering that with TV and film too. Nice. So if anyone wants to get into like content creation or acting or things like that, I kind of like offer them services with that to help them like understand how to get into the space without having to jump on like a big screen at first, because that can be intimidating. So we get them introduced to things like maybe acting classes. We know one of the
that's crazy.
We have connections with one of the top acting schools in Toronto right now. We have different agencies that we can get them into in terms of background acting. And so I'm trying to just like offer that avenue to people in the ends as well, because fam, a crazy thing that I realize is we have so much guys in the ends that have like
potential,
not even potential,
like
but
hidden talents.
No, their characters are so like amplified. These are guys that can be with the likes of like Speed, Kai Cenat, everyday guys that like 365 days out of the year you see them, you're gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, how do we monetize this? How do we like, you know what I'm saying? Because we often see these guys like, we don't know how to like showcase our talent.
You know who's a great person at doing that right now? K Showtime. He went to the moon with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember like during the pandemic, he was doing his like ball thing, and like I'm not really into that stuff, right? But like watching him and seeing the clips made me interested. And like, just to be a person that doesn't watch it and being interested in watching it, I'm like, yeah, he's doing a great job.
Facts.
Being entertaining.
Shout out to him still. He it's crazy because he was hooping too, and he always had that in him. Yeah. If you ask anyone, he always had that in him. Like, he was always likable, like a wholesome type of young boy, you know? So it's like to see him doing that, it makes perfect sense.
And it's crazy that he's at courtside seats with like Drake and stuff, and like he's doing content with like Agent and like yo, that's what I'm saying. Like yo, like just being from the city and doing your thing and staying consistent, definitely you can take that to other places.
100.
And like nobody else in his lane in the city is doing that right now. He's in his own lane of his own, right? So it's crazy.
But my thing is, no one else is doing that. But then you see, I always ask myself, I'm like, why? Like, why? Because it's not like there's not talent. There's funny people out here. There's guys that are entertaining out here. There's girls that can be influencers and content creators and stuff of that sort. But it's like, why don't we follow the proper channels to like create characters of that sort on the often? And then it's like those are the things I'm trying to like understand and implement right now, because it's like,
do you have a
take? Wait, what you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, like, what do you think like the root of it is?
So my thing is, the man might not like this, but yo, here's the camera. Yeah, we can't all rap. I'm sorry, we can't all rap.
Thank you.
Some of us have to say, you know what? We have to do other things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fam, two of us have to try to get into being presenters. Two of us have to like do things.
The videography,
the
editing.
videographers. Two of us can be content creators, fam. Broski.
Another thing one of our last guys said is there's just not a lot of outlets in Toronto specifically.
Oh,
not
Smooth.
There's not
Yeah.
enough outlets.
Yeah, Smooth said that. He was he had a good point with that too, because it's like we don't have a lot of spotlight. Like we have a spotlight on us, but we don't have the platforms to carry that spotlight.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's crazy too, because I was even talking to Smooth about this like a couple months ago. We were like, yo, to really like hit your potential, it's almost like if you're trying to hit your potential, even in the music scene in Toronto, it's very difficult because it's like we don't really have a consumer rate like other major cities like New York or LA or Atlanta, because it's like you got to take it in. How many people in Toronto are really listening to hip hop?
We are, but we're not listening to Toronto hip hop. Like,
Okay, how many people even are there here? And then how many people are listening to hip hop? And then how many people are listening to underground hip hop? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the number just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then I always say this: the difference between a place like Toronto and other cities in America is, fam, the infrastructure in other cities in America can get supported off of its own population. Like a place like, for example, let's just say Atlanta. Atlanta has a lot of urban culture. Although here there's a lot of people, there's not really that much like urban culture. You know
That's like California. Like if you're a California artist, you do not have to leave the state of California to make it. Like, you could go Sacramento,
Fam.
San Francisco.
You don't have to go
LA.
past Nevada.
Yeah.
Broski, even in America, like you gotta take it in. Like, fam, I'll tell you guys right now.
wait, sorry for cutting off. I just want to put out like he was from like the States. He used to live there.
What state were you in?
I was in Vegas most of the time.
Oh, okay.
So he knows what's up over there still.
You could see the complete difference like when you come
fam.
back over.
It's crazy because like I always say this, fam, and this is how I know shit's weird. Like a Toronto artist right now that is popping, fam, he's probably not gonna be able to do a venue of like 1,500 people here. Broski, in America, that's standard, fam. That's
simple.
standard. So,
Do you guys think it's also because like in Toronto we're a bit too diverse? Because like you were talking about Atlanta earlier, that's a lot of black people in Atlanta, just on that same type of culture. Whereas here, since we're so diverse, different type of people, like, do you think it's not connecting that way?
That's a good point.
No, I like your point too.
I never really thought of that. Yeah.
Yo, you know why it can't be that? Cause fam, I'm gonna name 3 cities right now: New York, Los Angeles, London, United Kingdom, Paris.
They're all
They're all us times 3 or 5. So it's like if they can do it, we should be able to do it because we have all similar demographics. Like, you know?
And we're much more closer to the States, so we should be doing this much easier.
Exactly.
I think the issue is that like we just have a mind. I hate like because I feel like I always see this every episode when we talk about this type of stuff. Like every time we have a guest, I feel like the issue with the city is that nobody wants to support. But it's like we don't have a good population to do that stuff, and then 2 is just like we're all focused on what's going on over there opposed to everything that's going on over here, and we don't have love for what's going on over there. Like, you know how everybody has self-love? I don't think we really appreciate or respect the stuff that we got going on over here.
I'm gonna ask the man my question. What is going on here? Like, what do we have that we can say, yo, this is our thing? Like, cause fam, I'm gonna be real. The sad truth is, the underground scene, we always complain, oh, they're not signing rappers. Broski, that shit started in New York. That's their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even us, like recently, Toronto got some notoriety through like all of the street shit that's been going on with academics. He came and tuned in, fam. We don't. That's not really even us. That's LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. We're not. Like, shit's going on here, but we're like, fam, gangs and such. That shit's all new.
Yeah, that's that war on Chirac.
That's what I'm saying. Like all this shit. Every problem that's going on in the city is not more than like 20 years old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you know what's one thing I think we need? We need more artists from here becoming actors and being put on TV more. And being more presented.
We do though. Like we had like what Jim Carrey. He's from here.
No, but like an artist, like a rapper becoming an actor.
I mean, we Drake.
No.
That's the other way around.
Because he was
It's not like Drake is a big time star now, then went and did a action movie. Like, you know,
I'm trying to think of who.
Like there's no one.
Nah,
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. There's no one. But so right now, as I'm actually trying to do a lot of like homework within TV and film because I'm trying to like offer that service to. My whole thing is to just try to basically, for all the characters in the end, like I'm just trying to make sure like, bro, we're applying ourselves to different stuff.
Yeah.
And I came to the conclusion, bro, we can't all be within. Like the numbers of everyone that's gonna be within the music industry is low, and then the numbers of everyone who's gonna be an artist is even lower. So I'm like, how do we be more inclusive?
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try and offer TV, film, content type of outlets for kids that want to get into that stuff. So I did my research, and I'm like, fam, Toronto has no like, we don't really have a film that we can claim as ours. Like you see when you think of like LA, Boys in the Hood, there's Snowfall. When you think of New York, New Jack City, Paid in Full, they have Everybody Hates Chris.
So much.
There's nothing on Netflix or like Amazon, Disney Prime that represents like that says, oh, that's Toronto. But you see when you go to New York, you see like you start looking at shit and you start thinking, oh, Paid in Full, I saw that.
Yeah.
You go to LA and it looks familiar. We don't have none of that here.
You want to know something so funny? Everybody that does film comes here to do the film.
A lot of those.
Think about it. You know how crazy that is that we have all these people in the States that come over here to do films, and nobody from our city does films.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because we're a clean New York.
Yeah,
But you know what?
All those movies are done here.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know how like all the rappers like, yo, you gotta check in if you're a rapper. I think all the actors need to check in. That's the new thing, right? Put me in the film.
Facts. But you know, so my prediction, even with the man I'm saying the Drake thing. So I don't know if the man don't know, but Drake was a big part of like that show Euphoria.
Yeah, he was like executive producer.
Executive producer.
Yeah.
And his brethren.
That and Top Boy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so my theory is, my prediction is, if there's any sort of like type of Toronto production they can leverage, they'll pick it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of like who in the city like that's in the urban scene is gonna apply themselves to that. It's not really the man are not really there yet. So my prediction, another thing, man, don't be mad. I'm just saying real shit today. The music scene. It's not looking good. It's looking like we had our moment, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if anyone's gonna make it through because a big issue is I'm not saying that the artists in the city suck, but the way we rap, our cadence and all that shit, no one wants to hear the shit outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
It's not commercial.
In America, they
clown us.
They don't understand it. We could be saying I shot 10 niggas yesterday. They're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Like,
That boy ain't tough.
Only 10.
Yo,
There's nothing we could say to kind of make them take us seriously.
When I was in high school out there, they always think like, don't you guys ride polar bears and shit and live in igloos and all that dumb
They really
shit?
believe
like,
that.
Doesn't make
They
sense.
think there's no street, nothing going on over here.
Fam, every time I go to America, I get in like a debate with one of them about like it's this foolishness. Like they'll say like, oh, you guys don't have guns. I'm like, fam, like why?
Yeah, what?
Like,
but
how are you
Come
doing?
on,
Like,
I seen an agent talk about like while he was here, he still doesn't feel safe. Like he was in Atlanta and like you're allowed to keep your weapon on you and all that type of stuff. Before he was very against having a weapon and all that, but like while he was in Atlanta, just being in the States, he understands that you really need that on you.
Push come to shove.
Having everyone have it feels safer than no one having it.
it's crazy because even in the States though, although everyone's allowed to have it, they're a bit more responsible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
because it's like everyone has it.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna do nothing to disrespect you.
And
You shouldn't do nothing to
Yeah.
disrespect me.
Knowing you could legally shoot, everyone's a bit more.
Yeah.
So he feels like it's more dangerous to be in Toronto because you never know what someone has.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like Toronto is just that place where like once it gets into a shouting match, yo, you said what? Yo, what? And then the next man, yo, you said what about him? They're like four guys in there. And you're like, yo, what the hell's going on?
So what up? So what
Yo,
up?
you know what I'm saying? And I'll imagine looking at, I'm like, I'm going left, right. The back door, you can fly over. Yo, the back door always gets
You have
flied
to
open.
watch out. Still.
Yeah, but let's change up the pace of the
Yeah.
pod.
So you have tired of talking. It's a collective. Am I right? Like you have like a group of people.
Yeah,
Like
it started as a collective, but now a couple, just like I said, a couple of the guys are just going through legal issues. You know, some of them are even still going through them. So it's really like it was really just mainly like me that just kind of like carried it on and kind of just
Honestly, that's something I'm gonna tap into.
kind of just spearheaded into like different programs. I just didn't want to let the brand go because it was like, you know, like it just doesn't make sense to build something up and just let it go. And at the end of the day, I was gonna continue doing creative stuff irregardless. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just do it and see what type of positive influences I could just keep making, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you tired of talking about the most?
Yo, so tired of talking, so what it means, I'll give you the meaning right now. So let me tell you how it started. So it was me and my dogs, right? We're all hustling. Everyone's doing their separate hustle. Some guys are working together, some guys are doing their own thing. And it was just like every day the conversation, because we were young, we were like 18, 17, 19. But the conversation was always just like what we're going to buy eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm going to buy a whip. Yo, I'm going to buy a chain. Yo, I'm going to buy a Louis belt. Yo, I'm going to buy a crib. And it's like, tired of talking just means like, I'm tired of talking about this. Let me make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's so it really symbolizes like positive progression. Regardless of what you're doing, it's just like, yo, stop talking about it. Put the work in, do your due diligences, do your research, collect your data, make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that kind of ties into like what we got going on with Maybe It Gets Better, because it's like, yo, we started it trying to figure out a name, and you know, we knew that there's gonna be some bumps and hurdles and stuff, and we're just thinking like, yo, maybe this is all gonna get better, right? And like every day, that's like kind of a thing that we do when we start. Like, you know, we may fall on one thing, but yeah, we know it. There's a chance that it's gonna get better eventually, right? So, yeah.
So everybody, let's go around the table. What's one thing you're tired of talking about?
Man, I'm tired of talking about the car that I want to get. My dream car. Bro, I want a BMW i8.
This guy's trying to speed.
Yeah.
That thing looks crazy. In every movie I see, I want it so bad.
God. What about you?
So right now, I'm tired of talking about putting together short film productions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking to put together and commission like at least 2 to 3 projects for 2025. That's my goal.
We're stamping it right here.
Yeah.
Certified it. We certified it.
And so my thing with that was I'm trying to put that together, and like first I'm trying to start it, like get a lot of people in the community involved, a lot of people who are already making music, even people that are not, that are kind of still just trying to find themselves. I feel like film is a wavy way to involve a lot of people. That's what I realized now. So it's like music is kind of weird because like all of us could be involved in a project, but I'm the only one rapping, so I'm the only one that kind of gets the notoriety from it.
Yeah.
But with film, you could have 3 lines. I could be the main. You could be the villain. You could just be the guy at the lighting guy, the guy holding the boom mic. And then Broski could be the director, the videographer, and it's like we all get our proper credentials and our kudos from it. So I'm like, I like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or things like content creators, they can easily transition into actors. They're allowed to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
What about you? What are you tired of talking about?
I don't know. I think I'm really tired of talking about just doing things that I've always wanted to do, and I feel like, you know, I'm trying to give you an example of one of those things. Like, I really want to do events, and like we always talk about that type of stuff. Like, you know, like I wouldn't really say hosting, but like just, I don't know, like seminars or events in terms of like, you know, meeting like marketing events with other people. Like, I'm tired of saying I'm gonna do those things. I want to do it. Or for instance, starting the merch. I'm tired of saying, okay, like, yo, let's do this, let's do it, and not do it, right? So there's like things in the background that, you know, I've always wanted to do. And for years, like, I wanted to do merch. For years, I wanted to do like little events where like I link up with different people and like, you know, we talk about how we can grow together. Because I feel like there's a lot of like potential in the city, but people don't like to come together, right? Everybody has this ego, and I've seen it. That's why I talk about it so much, right? So that's why like the beauty of our platform is that like I try to like shed that ego. Like, you know, come over here, say what you gotta say, promote your shit. Like, you know, we're all cool individuals.
Very needed. Very needed. Facts.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
What about you, Delux?
Tired of talking. What am I tired of talking? You know what's so funny? Like, Six nailed it when he talked about like film production and going into that stuff. With a lot of the things in my life, I chose to go. I wasn't the best academically, but I still was putting up numbers, and that's my avenue. And then I carved out a space in it, and then I got into like the work that I'm doing now. But now I see the future was always digital media. And when we're talking to everyone about like how we're gonna even do the podcast, for me it was never about the numbers. It was never about it, but to learn everything from the mics to the camera to the production side. And if you're like know how to storytell, I think anyone from like I'm gonna truth be told, anyone from Jane and Finch could be a storyteller because I've personally enjoyed every story I've heard.
It's crazy because I always tell this to the man. I might say like, yo, even in terms of like another reason why I wanted to introduce film and TV is because like, yo, I feel like we have to find new ways to tell our stories without snitching on ourselves.
Yeah,
real shit.
Yeah,
fam.
for real.
Like it's not ending well for no one.
It's
not.
I'm not saying man's prevailing from rapping. Like so we have to. So and film is sick because bro, see at the end of the day. Instead of rapping and saying you shot 5 guys at Thursday at 7:42 p.m. You can make a film, and it's fictional. You can be in it. You can get your emotions off people because shit. And you're not gonna. This is not gonna be brought up in court. Yeah. No one's gonna get hurt, but you can still get your story off.
You got that creative.
I want to see something to that. Like a lot of the greatest movies were like exaggerated stuff, right? Like you know, like
based on true stories.
No, but but you have to understand, like Paid in Full, for instance, like that's a real thing, but it's exaggerated. Nobody's gonna be like, okay, like this guy like did that murder in the movie, so what's implement? You know, try to you know what I'm trying to say, like you know, lock him up and stuff, right? But like. Rappers and stuff like will basically be in situations where they rap about something and like the feds are doing cases and all that stuff with Lil Durk and everything.
Broski, rap now. Yo, if you're thinking about rapping, listen. This is the contract. I'm gonna read you your contract. The first stipulation of your contract says you are going to snitch on yourself every song. The objective of every song is to get yourself in trouble. Yeah, that's the first thing. And this is the raw truth. I'm giving you guys the real right now. The second line is gonna say you or multiple people around you are going to be shot. Some may die, some may not. 3 is a lot of your friends that you grew up with are going to end up envying you, hating you. Some might even try to kill you because if you really succeed, you can't bring everyone, bro. Yeah. I know you guys think when one of your brothers makes it, he's going to get a mill. That's not how money works, bro. No. And another thing, too, that's not even how an advance works. No. Like, that's not how it works, bro. If your brethren gets a $5 million advance, he can't just give you a mill, bro. That's not how it works. So, and then...
Isn't that a loan?
But you know what's crazier? It's really a loan, but they're gonna. So right now, say they want to give you, say we want to give Delux a deal for $500K. The $500K already comes assorted, so they're gonna say Delux 100K is for recording and production. The next 50K is for your wardrobe. The next 50K is gonna be for your features on your 2 projects that you owe us. And you're not eating until you pay us for those projects. So select wisely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't even just. You know, and then you might be in there and you may be able to negotiate, yo, I need a chain, I need this and that. Yeah. Put aside $30K for me. Put it in the clothing budget, And then before you know it, that's when they'll give you the $75K advance. Like, all right, go hold this, go get somewhere to sleep and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I was just saying, like, bro, if you're really trying to rap and make music, it's like you gotta understand what they're asking for you today. Like, talent is not, they don't care about talent no more, bro. Like how many good rappers are really out here? Like
there's not that many. They just care about the numbers.
There's not that many. So I feel like right now you gotta understand, like within rap, it's a very dangerous occupation at the moment because it's really they're trying to sell they're trying to sell violence. That's why I'm saying, yo, I'm gonna be real. We need drill to go, bro. Drill has to go. We need a reset, because drill's out of control now, fam. It doesn't make sense, and it's crazy because it's only our type of artists that get dealt with like this. Like Justin Bieber doesn't have to crash out.
I mean, he did, but he doesn't have to.
That's a different combo. His crash out's
different. Like,
that's what I'm saying. His crash out's
different. Like, he didn't talk to his family for a month. Like, I'm saying he's cooked. Like, what the fuck?
But Ronto, what are you tired of talking about?
Oh, he caught me. Okay.
He was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
to slip by the question.
I know what he's going to do. I'm like, nah, let's get him.
What am I talking about?
Gotti.
I was just, at this point, it's elevated. You know, like, there's so many ideas I have and so many things I want to do and different projects I want to put together. There's just not enough time in the day, you know, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, what to do first and how to do it correctly so I don't have to go back and redo it and start over and, you know. So,
I agree, man.
So I'm probably tired of talking about that because all my ideas are, you know, crashing into each other sometimes, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, but let's switch up the topics.
flow?
Yeah, let's go into politics.
Politics.
You want to do the politics one?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so I have a question for everybody. Okay, so if you can be a president or a prime minister, what would you change?
In Canada,
Let's say prime minister since we're in
if I
Canada.
could be a prime minister, what can I change?
Yeah, because you know how like the election is going on right now, and I was just thinking, I'm like, what would you change in your country if you were the prime minister or president? Yeah, it's a good question.
Tough.
Just one thing though.
What I could change is gonna be. I'm thinking, what can I change to help everyone? 'Cause right now, if I could change something, it's gonna be something selfish to help me make more bread. Probably.
No, well let's talk about something that's gonna help like the country or
Yo, they need to, like, okay, just for general survival, like we need to figure out what's going on with the necessary resources to live are too expensive right now.
Yeah.
That's one thing. So like gas, food, medical supplies. Like we need to kind of figure out how to regulate this rent mortgage situation. I don't know. It's asking for a lot, but we need to start with that because, bro, like, fam, if you broski, I'm going into the grocery store, fam. I pick up strawberries, yogurt, and fucking chicken drums, broski, $27.
That's wild.
I'm like, what's going on, fam? Like, I'm having to look up. Like, I'm like, yo,
What else did I pick
I'm
up?
looking like, what's going on? I'm looking if I beeped the thing twice.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's like, we gotta fix that because it's like, bro, if you have a family of like 3 or 5 right now, kids, bro, I don't know how you're doing it. Fam. If you're not
Trust
making
me.
10 bands a month, I don't know. Still,
Yeah,
it's just-
trust me.
you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm alone and I'm thinking about this shit. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, damn, if you have a family, you're cooked right now.
Cooked right now. It's
Naya,
tough.
what would yours be?
Yo, you know what mine would be? These bike lanes. I'm removing them. I'm removing each and every bike lane. They need to be gone, which is an issue that's going on currently. But like, I don't think it's gonna be changed because people are actually protesting for it to keep them up.
To keep them?
Yo, I don't think Doug Fur's hearing that though. I don't know, cause he's doing a pilot where he's taking out 4 of them in like major intersections downtown.
Yeah.
I don't know, like again, like I don't know how serious they are about doing that, but from what I know about what Doug Ford has said and he has done, it doesn't seem like he's letting up on it. Like, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what I don't know when that's
Just-
coming in.
I feel like they should have them, but for some places, it's kind of ridiculous. It just looks like
Yeah.
extra construction
And those guys are crazy. Yo. They're not scared to get hit.
at all.
And
And I've been so close.
This close, yo. No,
I've been so close to hit someone.
Man almost hit the BMW IA, man. Almost ripped it.
Ronto, what would yours be?
What was the question again? Sorry.
So, if you were the president or prime minister of your country, what would you change? Just one law.
There's one law.
Yeah.
A law that I'll change. Something that's
Let's come back to you.
taxes.
Oh, actually, taxes?
Taxes.
Yeah, taxes works. So.
Yeah. We're gonna do something about the taxes. Taxes are pretty. It's understandable because we got free healthcare and stuff, but at the same time, it's either we do something, change the tax laws, or like create some type of incentive that people can make more to balance it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't there something going on with healthcare supplies? Are we like running out of supplies right now?
I heard something like that, but I'm not. I hope
Yeah.
not. 'Cause that would be
I
terrible.
have to look into that. I
I
never
feel
heard
like we're
that yet.
stressing on supplies for health.
You're stressing on. There's something key in the medical world that
Something.
we need that we're not getting enough of.
Yeah.
I saw something about that on Instagram.
What about you, Delux?
Oof. You guys hit some heavy hitters right now.
Yeah.
I would say that from own experience, I think something about the education system needs to change. Like the same stuff that we've learned for decades has been the same. The world that we live in is not the same. People don't look at content creation as a career path. They don't look at film production. Even, let me tell you this, like with the things that I got right now in my life, it were like miracles. Like the things that literally had to make nothing out of something. And growing up in Jadenfield, we had the worst school system actually. Like not even a bullshit. If you look it up, Learning Index, I'd say about the first top 5 worst schools, I'd say about 3 out of 5 are Jane and Finch. Yeah. And it's true. Like if you've been to school in the area, you know that there's a lot of good people in there that try to help you. But imagine if those good people were in infrastructure that was better for you, right? The education we have when you go downtown, they never talk about. And I study psychotherapy, and the biggest thing that it's a lucrative career path. I got in through a scholarship. I got it when I was like 22. No one preaches to us about mental health and psychotherapy as a career path. You get paid $100 an hour just for one person, right? You times that by a caseload of 10, you make a lot of money, right? And that's just 10. You could do more than 10, right? No one talks about these career paths. Everyone just talks about lawyer, doctor, engineer. That's all they knew. That's all they were taught, right?
Yeah, basketball player, rapper.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But if you had the education system like a downtown or prep school, you're going to look at it like when you're like 15, 16. That's like the age where you try to figure something out. You're going to be like, wow, I could do X, Y, and Z. I could do like management. I could do all these things. You could be a jack of all trades. I love that analogy because it's good to have different skill sets because then you could fit into different places.
Question for you.
Yeah.
So jack of all trades, master of none. How do you feel about the master of none part of it?
I think that's bullshit because you could still be good at a lot of things, right? It doesn't mean that you know nothing. If you apply yourself and you do it at a high level, you're doing probably better than a lot of people in that career path already because you're open-minded. If you're in film production but you have a background in community work, social work, you know how to work well with people, those are transferable skills. Whenever someone talks about transferable skills, they know a lot, but they channel it really. So when you're like working different career paths, you're not just saying like, oh, I'm just only good at talking, so I'm only going to do that here. If you're good at talking, you're going to talk to a lot of people in your life. And that's how you get deals. That's how you get opportunities. That's how you network with the right people to get you something that maybe you never thought of before. So education for me is a big one.
Okay.
I like that. That was a good question.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So, you got some questions?
I do. Okay. Okay. If you could commit a crime, but the crime you commit can never be committed again, what crime would you do?
Wait, hold on. Disclaimer. we don't promote crime. Please stay in school.
Nah, I seen this on a different podcast and it had me rolling, so I had to come back and ask you. I had to come back.
All right.
Well, but be careful about what you Imagine getting some crazy
Can't have
answers.
a snitch on themselves right now.
Hey.
But yeah, what would you say?
Immediately, I'm gonna say, I'm robbing the richest Bitcoin holder's wallet.
You know that.
So how would you do it?
Recently?
That's what I'm saying.
That happened recently. Last week.
So how would you do it? Like, go to their house, do it, or like on like a online cyber?
If I could do the cyber thing, blessed. But if we have to go to his crib and like hang him upside down the balcony, we might have to do that. But irregardless, once you see if I get that coins, I basically run the world.
Yeah.
I basically run the world.
No one could commit that crime again.
And no one needs to do that again.
Yeah.
No one needs to do that again. It's not gonna. If no one does that again, nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But after that, man, then we're good.
We're all eating.
We're good.
Yeah. So what's good on this way?
Let's go to Delux this time.
What would I do? I've heard a lot of fucked up shit. That's the thing I'm looking at. I'm like, yo, I've heard a lot.
It's crazy because it's mostly gonna be like on a bread thing. Like you don't want to just like we're not just trying to. We're not.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna rob a store.
Yeah,
we're
not
not
gonna start uppercutting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people need to get boxed.
No, but broski, if you can do one
thing, yeah,
you're
like,
gonna hurt someone as opposed to like help yourself. That's what you
Yeah.
gotta.
No. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying like, yo, sometimes, bro,
That's
some people need to
serious
get
beef.
boxed.
If there's a mill over there and you could punch your op there and you go to your op, that's
you could tell a lot. You could tell a lot
I know
about
some
how
mans
that
that would,
person
you know,
is.
if they
Serious
could
enemies that
dirty their op, they would choose that. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't
now
know
I'm choosing
still.
the money 10 times out of 10. So
Oh,
choose the
man.
money, bro.
Shit,
The
I'll probably
money
do
on-
what I'll probably do a big meech. I feel like I'll do a big meech. Just like own a lot of stuff, like the enterprise and everything. Like, and then after you do that, you get out of the game.
Yeah.
So I think that would be mine.
Okay. What about you?
That's a good.
You remember
This guy's gonna go around
the
uppercutting
crime?
people.
Sounds a deck somewhere.
Rambo.
It's like a bush driver uppercut.
Remember, you can't commit none of their crimes again either. Their crimes are done. They're gone.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, what's that guy's name? Hush Puppy? Fried. You know the
Fried.
fried.
I think I already did that.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, no, he was doing like bank wires. So
Yeah, I do fraud still, like on like a.
Broski, I'm not gonna lie. You know, if you do that, you ruin the world.
Yeah,
Because you have to take it in. No one in the government can do you fuck.
Oh my!
You've
God.
eliminated corruption.
Yo, corruption's done after you do that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the crypto thing. Because if I'd say, all right, no more any type of illegal like money remember, you've done money laundering, embezzlement, no more. So if you end that, fam, the world is weird, broski.
Yeah, nobody knows how
The
to act.
world's weird, broski.
Nobody knows how to act.
Man's gonna have to show love.
Fam, no one, everyone in Nigeria, broski. If you do that, everyone in Nigeria is broke. It's done. It's done. Africa's done. It's done, fam.
Yo, shout out other Nigerians, yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was not
No
expecting
more
that.
CCs.
Okay.
No more
CC.
None of that.
No one in Montreal.
I beg.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh shit. I
Now
don't know.
you mashed up the world with that one.
I don't
No more
know.
That's a
fraud?
good point, though. I feel like the world needs fraud to move a little bit.
Broski, I always say this: the biggest fraudsters are the people in government. Fam.
100%.
Broski, did you guys hear that? So I don't know if this is true. So I'm going off Twitter. We don't Twitter. Could just be a random kid in his basement. But
Trust me.
I seen something. No real shit, fam. Egg picture. He's just dropping bombs. Bro. Believe in it, broski. So one time I seen that basically. I don't know if this is if it's done. I'm not even trying to hot him up, but yo, I heard Doug Ford. He gave his daughter a business grant of like 100 bands when it was like the
the cookie shop.
Yeah.
No, that's real. That's real.
Oh yeah, I heard about
cookie
that.
shop,
Yeah, I heard about
And
that.
take this in, I heard Trump did the same thing in the States, but like all of his companies got like 10 mil.
Damn, I'll do that.
So I'm like, yo,
I'll do that.
I'm like, yo, they're on the man in Brooklyn for getting seven bills.
Yeah,
but
this
that's
man.
what's really going on. It's like, fam, come on, everyone needs a piece of the pie.
I'll
But
do that.
Government come on, broski.
The
Government.
bare insider trading. Like,
Come
why do you
on,
think
fam.
all the... I never met a broke politician. Never
Come
did.
on, fam, broski. Even taking the stock market.
Yeah.
Who do you think knows where the fluctuations? Come on, fam. They're
Facts.
broski, but like tomorrow, Air Canada will plummet, right? And everyone on Air Canada's like chain of operations
They made money.
bet against the bet for the plummet. So like, what?
Yeah.
Come on, we're not
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. Because they know what's up
You know what I'm saying?
beforehand.
We're not dumb.
I think I'd do something like that, like in regards to my crime would be like something about like I wouldn't like money launder. It'd
Like
probably
insider
be
trading, I
yeah,
think.
insider trading or like
Mash
you
up the
know.
stock
Yeah,
market.
yeah.
Mash up the stock
I
market.
wouldn't-
broski. Now we're even with them.
Yo, what do you do that? You buy... What was that stock in the thing? It was EB Games or something. Something
Something like
crazy.
that. Yeah. I think I heard
bought bare
about
EB
that.
Game stocks, and I was like, whoa.
I think we talked about that in our early episode, like
something
early
like that.
episodes.
Yeah, early. Like basement days, for real.
Yeah,
Shot in my basement. bro.
yeah, but yo, I think we should. You wanna? Yeah, no, you know, let's not skip you.
We should skip me. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. But my crime. Every other crime is just like sticky. I don't want to do
I know
that.
what mine would
Like,
be.
I don't care.
I'm a
Mine
good
would
use
be-
still.
Yo, I think I would try to steal ownership of most of the big famous properties in every major city.
So all this stealing, thief. Nothing else.
Yeah, this was the question.
What? No, but you know what it is, fam? And it's crazy because I seen a quote the other day. It said, no, it was a video on TikTok. The man said, American niggas. You know American niggas always come with the money. The man said, yo, every rich person, every rich family started with one good thief.
Yeah.
It started with
Facts.
one good criminal, one good
Facts.
crook. So he's like, yo, when you're following all the rules, be careful because wealth always starts with one good thief, one good crook. So then I just started thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm following too much rules. I'm like, yo, that whole week I just started lying about stuff. Like, I just started lying about everything. I think I was like, bro, I went to some place. They're like, yo, you get a discount if you're like. It said, yo, you get a discount if you're 65. I said, I'm 65.
Yeah.
I got a discount. I'm like, yo, if I follow the rules, I would have to pay more. So I'm like, that just made me think. I'm like, yo, like, bro, it's crazy because we'll try to do the straight edge thing of life, but it's like the people that have us like oppressed and that we're like subordinates to are like, fam, they're breaking every rule. They're holding us down. It's like, it's crazy.
All right, so let's start with you. How's your mental health doing? This is a prevalent question that we always ask.
It's not bad because I would like to say I'm thick skinned.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of pressure that I put on myself. So I can't even be comfortable right now. Like, I don't even have that luxury to be comfortable. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that I want to get done. I don't really come from a family where it's like there's just everyone's good. It's like everyone's trying to figure shit out, including my parents. So I'm like, I'm trying to help. I'm really trying to like save my house right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents are getting older. I don't really want to like, they're approaching like those, like 60, 70, where it's like, shit, what can I do to kind of like free them up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to put that pressure on myself to
take care of them.
Hit the home run. So, you know what I'm saying? We could like free them up from working and all that stuff. Because the sad truth is, bro, like, life in Canada right now, it's like the retirement thing. It's not what it once was. You know what I'm saying? You might have to work longer, and it's like, what was I just about to say?
Take your time.
What was the question again?
How's your mental health doing?
Yeah, my mental health is I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 because it's positive pressure on myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's positive pressure, so it's like
just take things day by day, and it's like have pressure on yourself, but don't like you have to give yourself grace. Like we talk about that all the time, like just being hard on yourself to some extent, but also just like knowing that like you're only human. There's only 24 hours in a day to accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish, right? So, yeah. Unfortunately, we got to wrap up our episode. We're approaching our time, so it was a great episode. I wish we had more time to talk, but it is what it is.
Wait, hold on. Where can people find you at?
I was literally about to get to that.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
We always cut you off with that.
I know. It's okay. These guys are dickheads. But where can the people find you?
So my Instagram and Twitter is 4th quarter T with a 4TH.
Yeah.
My Snapchat is 4th quarter T spelled fourth. I don't know if you could spell. It's FOURTH quarter T at the end. That's me. And then TikTok, I don't really be posting like that. I'm not on Twitch or nothing like that. But yeah.
Okay.
You have any new projects or anything coming out?
So I have in 2025. I'm in 2 Amazon Prime films coming out.
Whoa, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
You said that
We're
like
grinding.
quick and smooth.
We're working.
Okay.
Two Amazon Prime productions. One of them's with Mr. Beast.
Whoa. He's dropping them.
We're working. Another is on a show called Overcompensating. It's coming to Amazon Prime. And then I was also in a short film casted by my boy Eddie. Shout out Sino Films. It's called Dice Games.
Dice Games?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in that too.
Smooth was talking about that.
Oh yeah, Smooth was in it too.
Smooth was in it.
Smooth was in it too.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're both in that. Shout out Smooth. We're both in that. You know,
Dice Games is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be.
When I drop, send me the links.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. I play a character. My character is basically.
Yo, we need to get the scoop because Smooth wasn't trying to give us the scoop on it.
So all I can really say is my character is kind of he's not a likable guy. He's that guy in the hood that talks a lot of you know what I'm saying? Starts a lot of problems, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fun to see how it comes out. Should be wavy though.
Okay.
Dice Game. Okay.
Yeah. Check that out. You wanted to say something?
Oh yeah. Everybody, please, if you look in the description below, we now have a support link. If you want to donate or just show your support, show your love, click the link in the bio below and donate.
So that has been our episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Twitch, we're on there as well. Spotify, 5 stars. Also drop a comment. And you guys have been doing great with the comments. Our last short with the villain question. You guys been going crazy on that, so we appreciate that. You guys keep commenting on our recent videos, our shorts, and that has been our episode, and peace.